I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. Less sure about everything. It freed me into enter one of the most creative periods of my life. During the next 5 years, I started a company named Next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar went on to create the world's first computer animated feature film, Toy Story, and is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In a remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Next. A return to Apple and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Lawrence and I have a wonderful family together. Here, the narrator, Steve Jobs, wants to tell that sometimes failure is most essential than success. Sometimes the heaviness of success creates a burden on us. And when we face failure, when we are publicly humiliated, when we are publicly insulted, that's the time to know our potential. That's the time to know our reality. That's the time to bounce back again. And sometimes you feel that you are creative. Your creative genius comes enhanced. And sometimes, as a beginner, when you are less sure about everything, you are ready to take risk. When you are more successful, you fear to take risk. But when you are already a failure, you love to take risk, and that risk gives you success again. He started two companies. One is Next, that developed the best technology, and another company, Pixar. And Pixar went on to create the world's first computer animated feature film, Toy Story, and that became the most successful animation studio in the world later. You see, that is like Midas, King Midas' golden torch. If you are a successful man, if you are willing to do something out of your passion, whatever you touch, that will turn gold. That is happening with Steve Jobs. And then, in a remarkable turn of events, nobody has seen the future. And what happened? Apple bought Next, and I returned to Apple. Okay, the founder of Apple now returned to Apple because he's the founder of Next. Apple has fired him. Apple had fired him years earlier, but now Apple wanted Next because Next was giving the best technology for the renaissance of Apple. Without Next, Apple cannot survive. Be such a valuable asset to your organization that if your organization leaves you, it will start thinking about you. And when you are kicked out of the organization, when you are kicked out of an institution, get ready so that you will bounce back. And how you will bounce back? Wherever you will go, you will create institutions. Institutions doesn't create leaders. Leaders create institutions. Human being creates institutions. Human beings creates organizations. So don't leave the values. Don't leave your passion. Don't leave your ethics. Don't leave your principles because you are a part of an organization or institutions. Because your passion, your values, your ethics, your mission, that will make thousands and thousands of institutions. So in a remarkable turn of events, when Apple bought Next, Steve Jobs again came to Apple. And Lawrence and I have a wonderful family together. He wants to tell that the third thing to which he fell in love is Lawrence, an amazing woman who came in his life. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been fired from Apple. Now he thinks getting fired from Apple is a blessing in disguise for him. It was awful testing medicine. Yes, it is awful. But the peasant needed it. Who was the peasant? Steve Jobs here, the peasant, needed it. Sometimes you need failure. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Have faith. have confidence upon you. I am convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. So this is the thing what I have told in my last video. Love what you do, or do what you love. First do what you love. Steve Jobs loved what he did. You have got to find what you love. You have got to find what you love. And that is as true for your work as it is true for your lovers. If you are loving somebody, if you are in search of love, okay, find with whom you match. Find with whom your psychology matches. Okay, don't do any compromise. Okay, exactly. If you're in search of a work, find where you love doing what type of work, where you are passionate about. Do that work. Don't compromise with your profession. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is a great work. That's the only way to be truly satisfied. What you believe is a great work, do that. Do not hesitate. There may be hundreds and hundreds of barriers, obstacles, but march ahead. Do not hesitate to go ahead. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Such a great line told by the genius. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. So what you do, okay, love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Don't compromise. As with all matters of the heart, you will know when you find it. Definitely you will know when you find it. Here, students, I am giving you an advice. Which is your favorite profession? Which is your passion? By doing which you forget your hunger, you forget your thirst, you forget even your existence. That is your real passion. Be involved in that. Do that. Success is bound to come. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking until you find it. Don't settle. It may be difficult for you, but don't settle. Do not compromise. Okay? Do not try to convince you that okay, I have to adjust it. No. What you love, find it and then do it. Success is bound to come. Thank you, students, for watching this second part of this Unit 2 of Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. Thank you.